Alright, in this video, I'll give you 10 things that I would advise anyone not to do in Thailand. Okay, these are my top 10 lists in no particular order, but these are the top 10. So have a listen to them. And if you have any questions, comment in the section down below. Okay, so in no particular order, the first thing you should not do if you come to Thailand is fall in love with a bar girl. Now, who is a bar girl? A bar girl is one who works in bars, pubs, and most of them are actually, for lack of a better word, they provide services, extra services. And the problem here is because they look very petite, because they look small, because they look really attractive, they are very slim, they are slender, and they have this so-called exotic look about them. Many foreigners, when they come here, they fall in love with them. And this itself is the beginning of the end of, either your money, your peace of mind, or your happiness. So I'm not saying all of them are bad, but I can definitely tell you one thing, that they have been used, misused, abused to the extent whereby for them every single guy who they meet is a transaction. They become numb. It is like, for lack of that word is a desensitized. Like they're so used to it that guys say, "Oh, I love you." They look at you as an ATM. Okay, they look at you as a money-making machine. They're not going to fall in love with you. They fall in love with their own, kind, their own culture, their own people who speak their own languages. So don't fall in love with a bar girl, because if you do, your life will be destroyed. And I can assure you this much: they are well trained. No matter how young, no matter how old. Some of them have literally experienced this industry from the age of 9. So they do not feel anything for you. Don't fall in love with them, because I can tell you the whole transaction is money. And the day you run out of money, it's bye-bye. So if you want to follow it. If you don't want to follow the advice, you lose everything. Trust me when I say this. Like they say, you can take a girl out of a bar, but you can't take the bar out of the girl. Okay, so point number one. Point number two is, this is a mistake that I see almost all foreigners do when they come to Thailand, is do not start a business. People think that they are so smart because they come from the West. Oh, we are so advanced. We have seen technology. Oh, these are poor people. These are backward. This is an Asian country. We are the West, the superpowers. I'm going to open up a bar. I'm going to open up a pub. I'm going to open up a massage center. I'm going to open up a travel agency. I'm going to open up a, name it. Whatever you're going to open. I can assure you this. I can guarantee you this. 6 months to a year, your business is going to close down. Maximum 2 years, and you're going to burn. Now, does that mean that every single business is a failure? The chances of achieving success in any country is almost 2% out of 100. So you can't succeed in your own country to run a business. How the hell are you going to succeed in Thailand? And I find it so comedic. I find it so stupid when a guy from the West, from outside Thailand, comes to Thailand to open up a Thai restaurant. That is the first, height of stupidity. The second height of stupidity is they are opening up. Let's say a Brit or an American is opening a British or American restaurant in Thailand. When tourists come to Thailand, they are not coming to eat British food or American food or whatever food that you're offering. And if they really have to eat, they would, they would come either to, they would have a budget travel. They would go to the cheapest joint. Mostly 99.99% come to Thailand to eat authentic Thai food. I'm just giving one sector. And the other side is people who have lots of money. They would not eat in your restaurant. They would go to a 5-star hotel. So if you do open up a business, I can tell you there are so many laws, there are so many rules, there are so many bits and pieces. In the end, it might look like, oh, this is only in Thai baht. Oh, I have to spend this much. Money will go. You'll burn everything. And most of the people that I've known here in Samui, I've seen people literally lose their life savings. If you doubt what I'm saying, go to Facebook groups, buy and sell, whichever part of Thailand, that is Bangkok, Pattaya, Samui, whichever Koh Tao, whichever place, just check the business buy and sell or whatever, and you'll see how many people are selling off their businesses because there is absolutely zero way to make it successful. And one last thing I'll tell you over here, point number 2 is, when a Thai opens up his business, most of them, they just open it up on the roadside. They don't have a trade license. They don't have nothing. They just do small business. So when people come, they are just spending money here and there on the streets, which is more fun than going to an established place. You might make some money, but you're not going to break even very fast, and you might end up losing everything. You decide. Number three, what you should not do when coming to Thailand is break the law. The serious ones, very serious ones, is when you come to the airport, they say don't get drugs and all that. Yet, time in and time again, there is always someone in the news, someone from Australia, USA, Brit, German, they will bring drugs and do this. Go to YouTube and search Bangkok Hilton. Some of the most horrifying stories you'll get to see there. And the prison camps or the prisons, they are some of the worst in the world, the most horrific. You can just watch the documentaries and there's not a single individual who's in jail. And you can be in jail for, like, maybe in your country, let's say in Australia or in the UK, you'll be in jail for a week or a month, and you'll have a humane treatment. Here, you might end up in jail for 30 years. You might, be put to death. It's not worth it. Okay. And that is the big crime. The small crimes is please don't do anything illegal. There has been, even though it's a fact, you can once again search online. Many of them are called sexpats, not expats, sexpats. They come here for sex. So when you're coming here for sex, let's say sex, enjoyment, drinking, drugs, whatever, there are legal, what is permissible, there is which is not at all permissible. Now, underage girls, hard drugs, breaking rules, whatever it is, you'll get into serious trouble if you're a foreigner. Serious trouble. It's not worth it. Please don't break the law. And it can be anything, whether it is putting on a helmet, giving people respect. If there's anything in the law, don't break it. And if you're not aware what the law is, ask. And if you still are not aware, let common sense guide you. Number 3. Number 4 is driving. Stats have proved it that Thailand has some of the highest number of accidents and road deaths in the world. And when driving a scooter, most of them prefer to rent out a scooter. If you do meet with an accident, you could say either you will die, or you'll be in a coma, or all your bones will be smashed, or you'll lose a limb. It is not worth it. Here in Samui, I see people, I don't know, what are they driving? Are they having a race? Are they driving go-karting? What they are doing? Like, they'll have their phone here, they'll have their friends here, they're talking here and look, hey, and doing all this and going zig and zag. You just need someone who is driving at an unbelievable speed, a truck, or you'll see even cement trucks drive at speeds that you think that he's watching Fast and Furious or he's auditioning for that. They will smash you and you will just die instantly. It's not worth it. I have seen every single day here in Samui where I stay, every single day there is one injury, one death, one something related to something related to roads. Just go online, you'll get some websites that show you really horrific, gory videos. Just type in Thailand road accidents, even on YouTube, you'll get to see what I mean. It's instantaneous. Your life will never be the same again. It's not worth it. Please drive safely. Number 5, I don't mean to sound racist when I say this, but this is a fact. Once again, go to the Facebook groups and you'll realize what I'm saying is true. There are good quality tourists, there are good quality human beings, and then they call it white trash. Sad to say, most of the people who come here are cheap charlies. Okay, most of them. Why? Because they're looking for sex cheap, alcohol cheap, drugs cheap, everything cheap, where they want to enjoy everything for cheap. So the type of mentality that comes is also very cheap. That doesn't mean I'm an Indian passport holder. That doesn't mean, oh, Indians are better. No, they're equally the same. I've made enough and more videos about our Indians, how they behave. You can check that out if you feel, oh, he's biased towards whites. I'm talking on the people from the West who are coming here. About Indians, I've already made videos. You can check it out. So these guys, they come and, you don't have to take my word. Go to Facebook groups, just general community groups. Just type out a simple question like, hey guys, what can I do, or where can I go, or just ask a simple question. And next thing you know is they will embarrass you. There are a lot of these, I don't know, keyboard warriors, or there are people who are frustrated with their lives. Like, for example, I'll give you a small example. I once took, that was one of the last times I decided to share anything online. I took a photograph of me, my little baby, and with a heart filled with gratitude, I said, with having, tattoos, I took a photograph of my baby and I put it up and I said, I just want to say thank you to each and every person here who has, touched my life, or to the community. It's so beautiful. I'm with my family and now I have a baby. Very simple post. There was nothing vulgar. There was nothing bad. People were generally, okay, it's so sweet, so nice. Then there was this guy. He says, I wish someone would take a gun. Actually happened, huh? This actually happened. I wish someone would take a gun and kill this man and take this baby and put it in an orphanage or something like that. I really wish someone would murder this guy. And people are like horrified. Why the hell would you say something like this? He's like, he's evil, he's satanic. In the Bible it says this, we should kill these guys. So you get what I'm saying. I once asked, I asked the suggestion, is this better or that better? Oh, look at this jobless fucking idiot. And he keeps asking, who's this scummy character? And they just make a complete, it's a complete shit show. Okay. One guy photographed him and his daughter. This guy said, how much for this girl? So I'm giving you an idea what kind of people the majority are. But that doesn't mean each and every one of them is. There are a lot of retired couples here. There are a lot of family people here. They are very good individuals. But then I'm talking of the ones who are single, who are frustrated, who are just a complete mess. They are horrible people. And sadly, majority of them are like this. The few who are there hardly post anything on social media, and they're very busy with their own lives. Number 6 is investing in Thailand. Now, I'm not saying investing in Thailand is a bad idea, but without knowing the laws, without knowing who you're dealing with, without knowing the loopholes of the system, without knowing what you're doing, if you invest, you will end up losing everything. And just go to any of the news channels, or check with people who have stayed in the part of the city that you're planning to stay or invest, and speak to people who have been here for many years. They will tell you stories even which are not mentioned online. And here's the part which will surprise you. Many a times the people who would cheat you, scam you, or who are fraudsters are actually foreigners. There are people from various, whether it's from Israel, whether it's from Australia, whether it's from UK, whether it's from US. It is so shocking that these people have gotten away, escaped, or vanished with millions and millions of dollars. So if you're investing here without knowing the rules, without knowing the regulations, without having someone reliable, and please don't take a cheap lawyer, please don't take a cheap advisor, please don't take a cheap accountant. My company, I had an accountant, I had one legal advisor or consultant. I was cheated 3 times, even though I had all the legal paperwork in order. I still got cheated. And it'll never end, and I still have to be at the edge. So just be careful. I know it happens everywhere in the world. I'm just telling you, be careful. Number 7. Oh, this one, I should have said it first. Please, you're a guest in this country. This is not your country. Respect the king. Whatever anyone says or whatever is happening, don't get involved in the politics. Don't get involved in the drama. You're a guest here. You respect the king. The king is God. That's about it. No, there should be absolutely no discussion. Just don't discuss Respect the king, bow at the king, bow at the high officials. You're a guest in this country, you respect. I did the same when I was in Dubai. I'll do the same when I'm here, and you have to do the same. In fact, if anyone comments anything negative below my video, anything bad about Thailand or bad about the king, I don't engage with them. I just block, delete, ban them permanently and their comment. End of story. Okay, you want to be in this country, you want to visit here. And by the way, FYI, if you're a tourist and you disrespect the flag, even if you pull the flag, that's it. You're jailed, you'll be fined, and you'll be deported and banned for life. Okay. Number 8, like they say, common sense is not very common. Never ever fight with locals, the local Thai population. Remember, it's called save face. If you insult a Thai, and if you insult him, maybe it could lead to death. Okay, I'll give you a simple example. There's someone who I am still in touch with for many years now. One fine day, I don't know, my stupidity. I just decided to get a little cute with him. Him and his wife and me and my wife, we just met him. I just patted him on his, I said, hey, you're cute. And I just did this. He's a chubby, younger than me. I don't know what happened. We were so cool. We were so nice. He literally pushed my hand away and held my collar to hit me. Why? Because he felt insulted. I apologized profusely, and it is my fault. Okay. Remember, this is a very sacred part of their body. Like, for example, you should understand this. I don't think I put this point. You should understand the customs, the traditions. Like, you can't put your feet and point towards them. You can't, you have to bow. The more elder the person, you have to bow more. You cannot raise your voice against them. I'm without understanding the local laws, the local customs, traditions. Please do not interact with the locals and think you're too cute or you're too smart. You have to be very careful. I learned my lesson that day, and to this date, I've never argued with any local Thai person, man or woman. Just don't. And remember, if you insult them, even just having a verbal disagreement, or you raise your voice and they feel insulted, maybe that's the end for you. Okay. Number 9 is when you come down to Thailand, live like a Thai. Don't live like a Westerner. There are many people who, because they lived a hi-fi life in the West, they want to live a hi-fi life here. For short term, if you're talking of just a holiday, 1 week, fine, do it. Long term, you're an absolute fool. I always tell them the wise thing to do is earn in dollars, spend in baht. Okay? Live like a local Thai person. Eat the simple. I'm not talking I'm not saying live like a cheap Charlie. Eat even simple. Their food is very simple. Their food is very healthy. And if you want, you can prepare your own meals. But try avoiding living like as if you're living in the West. Many people come down here and they want to live, I want a swimming pool, I want a luxurious house, I want to buy branded items. Fine, if you have that kind of money, great. It's your money, your life, live the way you want. Like where my work is concerned, I have the best tech money can buy, okay? Where my work is concerned. But if you see my clothes, the food, people when they see me, they actually think I'm very poor, which is absolutely fine. I have worn, like for example, this shirt is hardly $1 or $2. I purchased, I'm very happy with it. We live very simple lives. My wife purchases second-hand clothes, which is perfectly fine. But where we need to spend money, like for example, very good fresh food, we buy not from, unless the brand is not available, we might buy from Tops or we might get it exported down. Otherwise, we just go to the local market and they give fresh produce, okay, which is absolutely worth it. So live like a Thai, live simple life, you'll be very happy. Okay. Number 10 is your attitude and mindset. People think that because, even I made this mistake, I'll be honest with you. They think that they're going to reinvent the wheel. They think, I have this smart idea nobody else has thought about. Well, guess what? The Thai people are, if not as smart as you, they are smarter than you. They have access to all the information you have online. They can get anything translated. You'll be very surprised to know there are so many Thai people who have actually studied in the West, who have a PhD. They are exceptionally smart, exceptionally smart. And I've had the good fortune to meet some of them. They not only speak the local Thai language, they speak multiple languages, they speak English very fluently. Some of them have, better grasp of the English language than I do. So don't think you're smarter. This is a major fallacy, a major flaw many people have. And last but not the least, consider this as a bonus point. Please never, ever, ever, ever write a negative review for any establishment, outlet, or individual, or write something bad about the person on social media, even taking their own photograph without their permission, because there are laws that will work against you. You cannot humiliate someone, even if the experience is true. Let's say you went to a restaurant and the food was absolutely pathetic, it was terrible, the service was bad. Do not mention on social media. I have had very good experiences. Very few, like 80, I wouldn't say even 80-20, I'd say 10%, maybe even 5%, very, very bad experience. I've not put anything online. Better don't put anything. Just don't put anything negative online. Just be positive, be nice. And it's best not to put. Because, again, go online, search. People who have put bad reviews, they have been taken to task. And some people have put fake reviews. You finished, your life is literally destroyed. Okay, and since you made it all the way here, I'll give you one last final bonus point is, when you come down here now, there are a lot of local communities, a lot of individuals, foreigners, like they say Farang, who have a lot more experience and wisdom. Don't come here, stay for 1 month and suddenly become an expert and think you know everything. There's not a single day where I yet have to learn something more. My wife herself doesn't know everything, even though she is Thai. So it's always a learning experience. And come here, live in peace, live and let live, and work, in harmony. And I always tell people, sometimes it's best to just say sorry, even if it's not your fault. Be humble and let go. Do not think this is your country. Do not think this is your land. Do not think you can get away with the stuff you can get away back home. So these are the 10 plus 1 bonus point that I'm giving. 11 things that you should not do in Thailand. Take it with a pinch of salt, what I've said. And maybe you know more than me. Feel free, comment down below. But please, I request you, do not badmouth Thailand or Thai people down in the comments. Okay? Especially the king or their tradition culture, because I will not argue with you. I'll just block and ban you and your comment permanently. That's about it. Good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment. And yeah, I'll give one last bonus. This one extra. You're a foreigner. If you're trying to fit into the Thai culture, Thai community, let's say you're getting married, just understand this much. No matter how hard you try, you're still and you will be known as a Farang. Falang or Farang, you're a foreigner. Even with my wife, no matter how much I try, I'm still a foreigner. So just keep that in mind, and that will save you a lot of headache. Anyway, let me know what you think. I normally end my video saying good, bad, ugly, feel free. Let me know your thoughts. I would just say neutral and good comments. Please comment down below. Anything controversial or stuff that should not be said, please don't put it down. I will delete and I'll block and ban you. Having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care, and I hope you enjoy the land of smiles in a nice way. Take care.